I want to thank everyone for coming out. We've got a lot of friends and family here to support our signees, and we're so very proud of these ladies for their accomplishments. Been a real joy to watch these seniors compete over their high school careers, and we've got a few of them that still have some sports to go. They're not quite finished, so we're looking forward to seeing them continue to compete. Just a rundown, I think everybody knows our girls here, but we've got Sophie Martin signing to play volleyball at Snead State. We have Kylie Jeffers signing for volleyball at Gadsden State. We have Charlie Paris signing to play softball at Gadsden State. We have Torrin Barnes signing for cross country at Gadsden State. And we have Claire McFarland signing for cross country at Gadsden State. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and first up is going to be Coach Welch. I'm going to let Coach Welch say a few words about her volleyball girls.
Good afternoon. Thank y'all for being here today. I was like, it's girl power. That's kind of exciting. So I'm just thankful to be a part of it, a small part of it. So I'm here for Kylie and Sophie today, and I just want to talk about both of them at first together because they're both really good kids, really hard workers, really high character, and they have great integrity. They really helped lead our team this year, and they had a great connection together as well, set in the middle. So we're just so excited for both of them, and I'm so thankful that you guys are part of our program. Thank you for everything that you have done for us. I'm going to start with Sophie though, just individually. We've had a lot of good setters in our program, and she's definitely one of them. I don't think she's set as many, if not more balls than any volleyball player that's ever came through here. Probably for the past about 8 years, you know, she came to me and was like, hey, I want to set, I want to be a setter, you know, that's what I want to do, and she's really done that every day. She became a really good one quick, and she was a really big part of our success this season, but also just throughout her entire career. So I want to thank you so much for your hard work. Me and Sophie are a lot different. I probably learned more from Sophie than she learned from me for sure. I probably wanted Sophie to like talk a little more and get a little more, you know, excited. And she showed me that, hey, being poised and calm and kind of just the same all the time is a really good characteristic to have, and it is in setting. And she was that, very poised, always putting up a good ball. Our girls always knew where I was going to go, and she was, again, a big part of what we had going on. So thank you so much, Sophie. Thank you, Taylor, and Christy for offering her and giving her the opportunity, and Snead State's getting a good one. So thank you so much. Kylie has a little different story. It's a good story, though, but she's been also a hard worker the whole time, has played middle throughout her whole career. You know, and as a junior, probably honestly, Kylie, about a year ago, I think we sat down postseason and had like it was a hard conversation. You know, there was a lot of tears because, you know, her junior year just didn't go like we wanted to. It didn't go how I wanted it to. It didn't go how she wanted it to. You know, there was a lot of frustration, a lot of tears, and but it was a really good conversation, you know, and she probably could have gave it up right there and threw in the towel, but we talked a lot about it, and she said, no, I want to get to work. And we're gonna get after it, and we're gonna do something big. And she did that. She had a huge year, probably upwards of 300 kills as a middle. And I've known David and Connie for a long time, but it was just cool to see in the off season. She was just at Champions working, doing her thing, and they saw her, and we're like, hey, this kid's real athletic, it's a good middle, she reaches well. And they called me, and he didn't even know she came to school here. And I was like, yeah, she's been here the whole time. She's been working really hard. And so the off season really paid dividends for you. I'm so excited that you're getting the opportunity. And David and Connie are getting a good one too. So I'm excited for you, Kylie. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and we love y'all. Before I leave, I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody up here, but I have a soft spot for Charlie too. She's one of our volleyball seniors as well. I don't think there's another kid in here that represents Alexandria way like Charlie does, and so it's been a pleasure to coach you and watch you compete at everything that you've done. So congratulations. Thank you, guys.
All right, next up, Coach S.
All right, congratulations to everybody signing today. But Charlie is probably one of the easiest ones to talk about of the last few years that I've been able to coach her. And these coaches will back me up when I say this. You're not going to do these three things, but one, you're not going to outwork her. Okay, she's going to outwork everybody. She's going to lead the way. She's always going to be one of those that texts me constantly asking, hey, I need to use the facility. I need to use the facility. And I just automatically hit yes on my phone because I know she's going down there to work. Second, she only has one gear. And I found that out in 8th grade. You flip that switch and it is all out. She's going 100% and she's going to be overly aggressive. When she was in 8th grade, we pulled her up, got to the state tournament, and I told Brad at first pass, look, hey, have a conversation with her when I put her in the run, because she likes to get out there and take off. This girl's got a good arm. He said, okay, I will. I look up, first pitch, she's gone. I look down, I look at Brad, and he shrugs his shoulders, and I was like, okay, whatever. Second pitch, the catcher squares and throws toward me. So I duck. I'm like, what is she doing? And I look up and Charlie's standing there smiling. I said, what are you doing? And she goes, I took the opportunity and I took it. And I said, well, you do you. Don't listen to anything I tell you. Just take off. She is going to be 100% all the time. And I talked to the coaches at Kansas State and told them, I said, I hope you realize what you're getting, because she is going to outwork everybody there. She is going to push everybody there. And she is a great teammate. And I appreciate everything that she has done for us over the years. Anything we asked her to do, we asked her to play shortstop. It was in 10th grade, 9th and 10th grade. And then we moved her back to the catching, and then she's played a little bit of center field. She just does everything for us. And extremely proud of her, extremely proud of the example she sets, extremely proud of the work ethic. And congratulations, Charlie. We're proud of her.
Come on, Coach Wilson.
Yeah, I love doing this. We had another great cross-country season this year, and for the girls and the boys. But the girls had a very great season just because they were able to win county, get runners up in sectionals, and so just their hard work, and a lot of it was the hard work with Torrin and Claire. Both girls were leaders on our teams. They came, well, I wouldn't say they couldn't have practiced every day, because one thing about these two, they both have jobs. So they come up to me and say, hey, I gotta go to work. And that was, I think Claire every Tuesday and Thursday had to work. Torrin's got 2 jobs. She was always working. But every time I looked on Strava, they did their runs, okay? They were always gonna make sure they got the run in because they knew how important it was. And so, and that also reflects their leadership on the team. A couple of things about Torrin. Torrin worked hard a lot of the days. I'd always ask her, 1 to 10, where are you at? And some days she'd say, I'm 9, I'm 8, I'm good. And then there'd be some days she's like, I'm a 4. Like, you could tell it was not going to be a good day for Torrin, but she was always honest. Okay, and if race day she was an 8 or a 9, hey, we're good. We got this. And I'll never forget it was so important for Torrin to want to get her time. I kept telling her, you gotta get your time done. You gotta get your time done. You gotta close that gap. And she did. And she was so adamant about getting that PR. I think it was 8th grade, 9th grade year was her fastest time. And she was like, I'm not going to admit that I peaked in 9th grade. And so she worked hard, and I got Jessie Owens. She was running to the finish line, and she knew she had a PR. And instead of celebrating, she's crying, which I guess is girls. But she starts just getting emotional because she wanted that time that bad. That's how much it meant to her. And she ran good that day, and then she was determined to, I'm not going to let that time be my best time. And so she was always trying to get better. And the same thing for Claire. Claire worked hard every day. The only time Claire didn't run good is when she had to jump in water. And that was like, no, I'm not doing it. Okay, and she didn't like it. Okay, but Claire worked hard every day. She was a good leader on the team as well. like I said, she missed practice, she made up for running, she went to work, she ran, but both of these girls are just a testament of how, or the success that our team had this year, and I hope that the younger girls can see these two as examples of I want to work hard and see if I can get that scholarship to run the next level. So congratulations to Torrin and to Claire for their achievements.
One more round of applause for all of our signees. So very proud of them. We're going to have time in just a few minutes for family and friends to take pictures. I know that we've got the Anderson Star and East Alabama Sports, our media, are here today as well, and I think they want to get some a shot of all of our, a picture of all of our girls together once we conclude this. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it official, ladies. If you'll get your pens, we're going to go ahead and sign. All right, one more round of applause to our round of Cubs signees. At this time, we invite any of our family and friends who would like to get pictures, news media also, you are free to get the pictures here down on the floor. So thank you all so much for coming out today.